Angelo Dundee, great cornerman for Muhammad Ali and other boxers, just passed away, I think yesterday. I could be wrong about that. Maybe it was today. We have Gordon Marino, professor of boxing, with us via Skype right now. Do I have that right? Gordon,
yes,
how are you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. How are you doing?
Well, it's sad. It was a sad day. He died last night at about 8:30.
Now, you know,
90 years old.
The problem we have is that older people, of which I categorize you and myself, Gordon, I remember Gordon Dundee was like a name I heard every weekend. Gordon Dundee. Angelo Dundee was a name I heard every weekend growing up. Worldwide Sports on ABC, ABC's Wide World of Sports. Used to be on every weekend with interviews with Muhammad Ali. They'd always interview Angelo. He was the great cornerman. First, explain what a cornerman does and why he was so important to Ali and some other boxers.
Well, he wasn't just a cornerman. He was a trainer. So he prepared all his fighters for their bouts and had 15 world champions, including Sugar Ray Leonard, Carmen Basilio, George Foreman he trained. So it's a lot more than just work in the corner.
Right.
And in the corner, you have to come up with a strategy, the training plan. You watch videos of the other fighter, find out what his weaknesses are. So he was a brilliant strategist.
Right. Now,
an amazing man, wonderful man, loved the man.
Now, you were, I think, I read in the short obit that you put in on the WallStreetJournal.com website, which I encourage all of you to read. You were just speaking to Mr. Dundee recently, very recently, weren't you?
I talk to him every day.
You speak to him?
And,
oh, really?
Yeah, I spoke to him every day because I'm also a boxing trainer, and he's my mentor in boxing and would give me tips every day. Just 2 or 3 days ago, he said, "Oh, I've got to show you this move, and you slide to the right, and you change the angle of your punch, and you got to come. We're going to go to the gym together. I'm going to get out of here." And a few hours before he died, I talked to him about the upcoming Cotto-Mayweather fight. He had a tremendous passion for the sweet science.
Now,
and people.
Gordon, would you consider Angelo to have been the greatest boxing trainer of all time? I mean, that's it's one of those crazy, hard to compare trainers through time, but certainly the most well-known. Is that a safe bet?
He's certainly in the pantheon of about 4 or 5. He was an amazing trainer. Yes, for sure.
And what do you think will be his legacy, if you will, other than being Ali? In the critical period of Ali's career, what other legacies? What as a fellow trainer, what is it that you have learned from him?
Well, I learned as much about life from him as about boxing. I mean, he had a tremendous love of people, and was the kind of person that wasn't judgmental at all. He saw that everyone was an individual. That's why he was able to work with Ali, and no other trainers really could. Ali had a huge ego, and you couldn't tell him what to do. And for example, Angelo said, well, if you were going to tell Ali he needed to bend when he jabbed, you'd have to say at the end of the round, you'd say, "Oh man, you did a great job bending that round." You'd have to compliment him. So he had very perceptive psychologically.
Now, how did somebody like Angelo Dundee get along? Let's take Ali, for example. Ali was a strong personality himself. Mm-hmm. He surrounded himself. He used to have an entourage. What was his name? Bundini was one of his. So he kind of surrounded himself with all these people. And then there was Dundee. Was Dundee part of the team? Was he always apart from the team? How does a trainer, Mick, get involved with a boxer yet keep the distance required to be giving good advice all the time?
Well, Ali had an unusual team. He was part of the Nation of Islam at the time, and for a whole stretch that Angelo was with him. So it was quite a dance sometimes. And but he was a very flexible individual. He was really able to work would treat every boxer as an individual. Some trainers try to impose the same style on everybody. Angelo would take a look at who you are, what kind of assets you had, what kind of personality, and he would mold his training towards that. So his flexibility and his psychological intelligence. But he and Ali were very similar. Are very similar characters. Ali, they both love people, really enjoy people. A lot of celebrities are so narcissistic, they can't get out of the bubble of themselves for 10 seconds. Not Ali, not Angelo. And both of them had this love of gift of gab, and just loved to talk. So they were matched for one another, and tremendous sense of humor.
Well, it sounds, Gordon, that he had quite an impact on you and on your life as well. So I guess accept our condolences. And did he leave family? Did he have a family?
Yes. Yes, he has sons and daughters, and I talked with his son last night.
Right. Well, great tribute to you from you to Angelo Dundee, who passed away last night at the age of 90, Gordon?
90 years old, yeah.
90
Thank you,
years
very
old,
kind. I
Angelo
appreciate it.
Dundee.